Well, the batting cart. Abdul Wahid still there. 8 from 9. It was Faisal. It was the Faisal Khan show, you could say. 49 from 18 before an excellent catch by Umar Abdullah. And then Manan had a short stay. He was caught by Bilal, courtesy of a soft dismissal. Both wickets with the skipper Aslam. And 5 overs 62 for the loss of 2. Game number 2 coming in live from the ICC Academy in Dubai. And change in bowling. We have the quickster, the Afghan Express as they call him in Kuwait, Syed Munib. He's got genuine raw pace. Trying to pull that, didn't really get that from the meat of the bat. Will be a single to start off the spell for Munib.
The bowlers going for plenty of runs, but what matters are those couple of wickets going down in the previous over of Mohammad Aslam. Astute captaincy. All of a sudden, the pendulum shifting in favor of bowling side. It's experienced Munib looking fit. Now they need to rebuild a partnership, Wahid and Siddharth.
Yes, partnership needed. We've lost 2 wickets just before the verge of the power play ending. And that in-swinging delivery. Another dot ball. These dot deliveries are going to be very important at the prospect of Kuwait. They've leaked runs in the first 4 or 5 overs. Faisal Khan hitting them all around the park. Those big hits. Entertaining first 5 overs.
Well, absolutely, and as of now they cannot afford to lose one more wicket before the end of the power play. They have got runs on board. What matters is to just stay calm and focus, rotate the strike, keep wickets in hand.
He's gone for the big shot. There is a third in position. Good work there from Shafiq. Saves the boundary. Will be a couple of runs. A little width on offer this time by Munib. 2 runs there for Heath.
You can see the energy levels going up in the field. A full and dive by the fielder. Shafiq at third man region saving some runs for his team. Now as of now, a width offered. A look at that effort coming from the fast bowler Shafiq. Full and dive saving some runs.
Yeah, good work there in the deep. Loud appeal, there's a loud appeal. Probably sliding down the leg. It's an interesting sound. Will be leg by signal from the umpire.
A bit animated, Munib. Rightly said, but it was just drifting down the leg, and a good call by Shiju Sam, the on-field umpire. Now a lot depends on Wahid, especially. He has that experience. He has been in these kind of situations a number of times for Saudi Arabia. But from the other end, Siddharth, he needs to provide that much needed support to Wahid.
Oh, that's a good delivery. Another interesting sound. The appeal was pretty good, but not as says the umpire, Shiju. That was really well bowled.
Oh, it will be interesting to see the replay here. Ball sharply coming into the right hander. Straight away he's showing his bat. And Shiju Sam thinks there is a bat involved. But a good appeal coming in from Munib. What an over he's bowling for his team.
He's getting that genuine pace in. And this is what this deck, if you bowl in the right areas, the right channels, you have success. And Munib has got that pace with him. With that spin position, even more interesting. Oh, loses his run up. He'll have to reload as the umpire signals dead ball.
I like the captaincy of Mohammad Aslam. Runs on board, but they are back into the business with those couple of wickets going down in the previous over. Now he means the business. Attacking field, a slip in position. So far, he has kept things tight in this over, Munib.
Last delivery of the over. And beats him with a little swing. There's an appeal. Another dot ball. A very good over to start off for Munib. It was the last over of the power play. After power play, 6 overs, 66 for the loss of 2. Just the 3 off it. A very good over for Munib to start off his things. And there's the signal from the on-field umpire. The power play ending. 5 fielders will now be allowed outside the 30-yard circle. And after a very successful over, the skipper will continue. 2 for 7. He bowled really well in that. He got the 2 big wickets, especially that wicket of Faisal Khan. He was flawless with his approach, aggressive from the right word go. And Aslam, he's had a good start. Another good delivery coming in. Just a deft touch for a single.
Smart piece of captaincy and clever piece of bowling. For the first over we have seen from Aslam, now all of a sudden on the back foot, chipped in the air using the feet. So all of a sudden the batters are finding it hard.
But they've done well. The Kuwait bowlers for the last 2 overs of the power play, they've sort of made a comeback, especially that wicket of Faisal. If Faisal would have stayed, the scoreboard would have been very different. Another good delivery. Trying to attack at the stumps, that's the length you want to offer the batter. And I feel a little too full is not going to work, Mudassar, on this track. You got to flight it a little bit, you got to bring in that mixed baggage.
Indeed, especially on the surface, you need to know the line and length. More time using his feet. So dealing in singles, and there's nothing much to offer, especially for spinners, but keep it away from the right-handers or even a left-hander. Being a left-arm orthodox, Aslam, he's doing a pretty good job giving that air and loop, inviting the batters to go big.
That's been crunched. That's a good looking shot. They've got protection in the deep. Sweeper cover cuts it off. Another single added. 5 singles of this over so far. That was a good looking shot.
He looks in control. Though they have lost a couple of wickets, still going at a good run rate.
A little change in field. Wants that fielder at deep fine leg. And it was for that ram shot. They do have a protection, but I think he's played that a little too fine. Not much power on it. As Shafiq cuts it off. A couple of runs to end the over. 7 coming off it. And after 7 overs, Saudi is 73 for the loss of 2. Dani, go down. Munib will continue. None for 3 in his first over. Syed Munib started off well. He bowled a very good over in the middle face just before the end of the power play. 10.43 the current run rate. Pretty healthy start, I would say. And all credits to be given to Faisal. There's that field spread. Faisal Khan, the man that has been the highlight so far. That's been worked away towards the third. Will be a single.
We were asked to post a total, and what a foundation laid by Faisal. He was in brilliant touch, relentless, going after the fast bowlers, and even the likes of Yasin Patel. He has been sent out of the park a couple of times by big lad.
Yeah, Faisal Khan was on song right from the word go. Anything in the offer. If it's in the zone, it's out of the park. Faisal Khan. That's another loud appeal. Not out, says the umpire. Animated appeal from Munib. Sliding down the leg, I reckon. Leg by signal from the umpire.
A good appeal, I would say, from Munib and getting some support from the wicket keeper. The previous over also we have seen Siddharth struggling against Munib.
Heath 14 from 16 for him. That's in the zone. He's flicked that away. Good use of the wrist. We've got Clinto in the deep who will cut that off. Another couple of runs for the batter. A little too full on offer this time.
Herman, so far 4 bowlers have been used by captain Mohammad Aslam. Couple of overs from Yasin Patel and Shafiq started off the proceedings with the ball. Now Munib, and from the other end it was Aslam. What are the other options if we talk about the bowling of Kuwait?
Well, I think they've got good baggage. They can use Adnan Idris, the leg spinner. Meet Bhavsar might come into the attack. You've also got an option with Bilal with the off spin. That's been worked away. That's poor length on offer. And that was bread and butter for a batter like Waheed. He's flicked that away for a 6. Poor delivery and worked away from the batter.
Throughout this over we have seen Munib just drifting down the leg. And Waheed has some other plans using those strong wrists. Rightly punished by Waheed. A much needed maximum for Saudi Arabia. Leaking runs in this over is the experienced Munib.
Started the first over really well. This over, there was a poor delivery. Was begging for the beating. 83 on the board. It's going to be a wide signaled. This is down the trem line.
He has been wavered in this over, trying too many things. Now going for that maximum all of a sudden, as expected. Tried to bowl toward the top stump, wavered. Very watchful Waheed, let it go. So an extra has been added to the total. So good news for Saudi Arabia, a partnership flourishing between Siddharth and Waheed.
That's a good appeal. That's worth the shout. Not out, says the umpire. Oh, there's a direct hit. That will be a run out. Siddharth Sankar's got to go back. Excellent throw from Bilal. Well, they didn't get a wicket of Waheed, but they get the wicket of Siddharth in the form of run out. Direct hit. Excellent work by the fielder.
Poor communication between Siddharth and Waheed led to the fall of Siddharth. Somehow he survived that appeal, but good work done by the fielder. It was Bilal, clean pick up and throw. He was nowhere near that crease, and a good decision by Shiju Sam. So the partnership which was looking good comes to an end. The shape of a run out thanks to Bilal. Siddharth Shankar just managing 6 of 8 deliveries, 84 on board. They have lost the 3rd wicket.
Wajul Hassan, the skipper of Saudi Arabia. 20 matches for him, averages 28.84. He's got the career best of 115 not out, a century and a couple of half centuries. Strike rate of just around 134. He's a very technically solid batter, Wajul Hassan, skipper of the Saudi Arabia national team. 84 for 3 in 7.5. Final delivery of the over of Munib. A little expensive over, I feel.
A lucky escape for Waheed, but what a comeback by Munib, thanks to the fielder Bilal getting rid of Shankar. Plenty of runs leaked by Munib in his second over. 8 overs done and dusted. It's 85 for the loss of 3.
Another change in bowling. Adnan Idris, the leg spinner. He's got a quality. He can bowl off spin, leg spin both. Probably to the right hander, he goes for that leg spin option. For the left hander, he goes for that off break. Multi-dimensional player, very good attacking batter as well. 39 games, economy of 7.71. Starts off with that flighted delivery. Well worked through covers for a single by Waheed. He moves on to 24.
He has a big role to play with the ball, Adnan, in the absence of Shiraz. Another leg break bowler missing in this lineup of Kuwait. Waheed, he has been busy getting those runs, and now he has been joined in the previous over by captain Wajiul Hassan out there in the middle.
Kane turning that. There is some turn. Another single. You don't mind the singles at the moment. It's only the big shots that you will be a little worried about as far as Kuwait will be concerned.
After losing those 3 quick wickets, now it's time to build up a partnership here. Waheed and Waji, 2 experienced batters. Very watchful and running hard. Yes and no. A poor pick up and throw coming in from the deep. An excellent running between the wickets shown by these 2 batters.
It's good running. Couple of runs. A little short delivery. A lot of time on offer for the batter Waheed. Got a century in the World Cup qualifiers in Qatar. Less than a month to go against Bahrain to start off the tournament. Steps down, works that away. Towards that co-corner region. Yasin Patel with the pick. Another single added.
We have seen a lot talk about the Kuwaiti players. Nicely managed, going down on one leg, and a co-commentator helping me with some numbers. He got 110 as said by Harman. It was against Bahrain. And chasing 188, so he has that class to go big.
He's trying to work that. He's called for 2 and will not go for the second. Was a good throw there from Umar Abdullah. 7 of the first over of Adnan Idris. After 9 overs, Saudi 92 for the loss of 3.
Bowling change, left arm around.
Another left arm spinner, Meet Bhavsar. 60 games for him. Just the 1 wicket, but the economy of 6.67 sounds really good. He's a dynamic all-rounder, gun of a fielder. Top order. And now with that bowling coming in that aspect, he's always a very useful all-rounder. Modern day cricket. Waheed will be on strike. Starts out well. He's a little quicker through the air as well. Good start. A dot delivery.
The first time I saw Meet was way back in 2023 in Nepal in the Premier Cup. Walking away the batter.
It is also always in a hurry to bowl the over, I beg your pardon. Usually wants to control the over in just less than 3 or 4 minutes, and that's why Waheed wasn't really happy or ready.
Making sure not to give much time for the batter to settle in. Good tactics from Meet. Allowed the drifting down the leg, but this time the finger goes up. He has some other thoughts. Meet Bhavsar strikes in his first over. The man who was getting the bulk of the runs for Saudi Arabia, he departs.
And just like that, another wicket falls. Meet Bhavsar in his very first over, trying to attack the stumps. A little quicker, drifts in, and Waheed will walk back after a very good innings, which he would have wanted to convert into a big one. And Kuwait All in the huddle. They know now this is the time, and that's how he got that wicket. Let's have a look at that front foot. No ball first. Well, looks pretty fine. Fair delivery to start. And there it is, right in front of those stumps. The umpire raises that finger. Waheed walks back for 28 from 26. 92 for 4.
But the new batter in. Saudi Arabia started off really well with that innings from Faisal Khan. Very unfortunate, couldn't get to his half century. Was taken out on 49, and since then wickets have been falling, and they've been falling quite quickly. That's a good delivery once again from Meath. He's picked up a wicket. The very first over is bowled, and right time to introduce Charvi into the comm box. Good afternoon, Charvi. Welcome.
Afternoon, Rashid. Thank you very much. And Kuwait have come back into the game very strongly. What a fabulous power play that was. All I could see when I was sitting on the side of the comm box is the ball flying 360 degrees all over the park in the air. And since then, Kuwait have done well. Not only contained the runs, but they've also picked up very good wickets. And what an over this is turning out to be.
Yeah, magnificent. Starts off with a wicket maiden. That's the kind of start you'd want as a bowler, and that's what Meath has got. Brilliant start for him. Halfway through, good comeback here from Kuwait. 92 for 4, Saudi Arabia after 10.
Come on, Danny. सफी को चेक कर जा सफी को
10 completed, 92 for 4. Oh, he's bowled him. Played on. That's another wicket falling for Saudi Arabia, and I must say it's at the wrong time.
He's just turning around and looking, Vaji. What just happened there? Let's have a look at that replay again. What a fabulous delivery this from Adnan. There we go. And it's the ball. Give it some pitches and gets an inside edge. Looking for the big swing. Made some room for himself, Vaji, to play that over the offside. It's going to be another wicket to fall here for Saudi. And it just seems that they're crumbling under pressure. And post the half stage mark, 92 for 5 into the 11th over. Vaji ul Hussain will walk back, scoring just 2 of 3.
मिट्टू मुनीब भाई वो उधर की इधर रखना बच्चा
Well, they're falling like a pack of cards here. Saudi Arabia, the kind of start they had, we would have expected better runs. Usman Khalid, the new man, 149 runs in 23 matches for him. Average on the lower side. Strike rate exactly 100. But they would want him to be out there for a while, at least for the next 7-8 overs. Give company to Zuhair at the other end. Two new batters for Saudi Arabia. Opportunity here for Kuwait to pick up more wickets.
They've done well to keep the momentum on Kuwait. Hey, again, a very good delivery in the line of the stumps. There's a chance at the non-striker's end and a direct hit would have put Zuhair in a little bit of trouble. And here is where your temperament gets tested, Rashid. You've lost two back-to-back wickets. You've got to be a little patient. You need not hurry. It's going straight to the bowler. And just if that would have clipped those bails, Saudi would have found themselves in heaps of trouble.
Well, that would have been certainly another wicket.
come on
Would have
boys
been curtains for Zuhair. But I must say this is very good from Kuwait. They have put in a lot of pressure. They haven't allowed the batters to settle down. And they've made sure that the rotation of strike is restricted for the batters.
92 for 5.
शाबाश दानी मिलेगा come on दानी कैसो
So, just to have a look once again, Zuhair just was off on that start. Oh, another fabulous delivery. Does get the drift across the right-hander, the ball moving away. So there is a little bit of turn on that dry, live grass, which is out there in the turf. Yes, it's become a lot harder. The moisture is drawn out. But, well, the ball is skidding all over the place.
Not the right kind of shot selection as well, going across the line and missing it completely. But a lot of credit to the bowlers. They've done really well. Another brilliant over, this one. A couple of runs and a wicket in this. 11 completed, and Kuwait now look in complete control of this game. 94 for 5.
come on boys जल्दी करना guys come on मिट्टू
Meet to continue. He bowled a brilliant first over. Started off with the maiden. This one has been hoiked towards mid-wicket. They'll pick up a single. The first runs on the board in his spell. He's already picked up a wicket as well. You're talking about the run rate. Tell us the difference now, Javi.
They were at about 10 and over, a little above 10 and over, and they've now come down to 8.5. So you see, two quick wickets, such a big difference it makes. And this will make a big difference also in the total that Saudi end up with to leave Kuwait to chase. But what a fabulous contest this is currently on. I think it's head to head. Yes, we know they have a very, very old rivalry, these two countries. And they are standing true to that, giving us a lot of entertainment too in the Combox.
Well, yeah, it's been a very entertaining game for us so far. Started off with Saudi Arabia taking complete control of the game in the first 6 overs. Till the time Faisal was out there, he was just bludgeoning them out of the ground. And since his wicket, Kuwait has made a brilliant comeback. They haven't allowed the batters to settle down. They've been picking up wickets at regular looking like a very good wicket batter now.
Clear.
Oh, in the slot, and that's been drilled down right over the bowler's head. That might just run away towards the boundary. No, brilliant effort. And look at the presence of mind from Yasin. He was outside the boundary rope and made sure that he came in when he touched the ball.
It all really comes down to these efforts that are put in the field, where every run is saved. You know the bowlers are being supported, and hence you see the result. That Saudi is 6 down, and they're still in that thread that they're going to lose a lot of wickets. They're just going to make sure that I think he's done well. He's done very well. There's no deflection on the rope. There's still a lot of space at the back as he rolls over. And look at the presence of mind. Good teamwork there.
Yeah, I think Yasin was also very impressive. He's outside the boundary rope now, and he realizes that he can't touch the ball. And he clears his foot, yes, and then touches the ball. So I think they've done well. They've certainly saved a couple of runs. So every run saved is every run scored.
Sometimes you know how the players say it. We did it for the cameras. I think they did do it for the cameras.
But they did really well. Very impressive. Kuwait have really impressed us with the comeback they've made after picking up that wicket of Faisal. Oh, that's a good delivery. Gets the inner half of the bat. Doesn't have the legs to go for a boundary, but they'll certainly pick up a couple of runs. So some momentum coming for Saudi Arabia as well in the last couple of overs.
And they will look for runs. The boundaries may not come in. The big hits, the sixes have dried up slightly. But they will need to make sure to keep rotating the strikes. They know they still have a lot of overs to go. This one chipped up in the air and should be taken. Nicely done. Adnan picks up another. And this is going to be another wicket to fall.
Yeah, good delivery. Slower in the air. Gave it a lot of loop as well. Enticing the batter to go for the big hit. Did fall for the trap. And also it was a fatal effort for the batter. Looping that one in the air. Simple catch to the deep short third fielder. Another one bites the dust for Saudi Arabia. Usman was looking quite good out there. 13 of 17 for him. 7th wicket down after 15. It's 109.
Wickets going down at regular intervals here. Saudi after a flying start, all of a sudden wickets going down, and what a terrific catch. His own bowling showing good reflexes here. Meet Bawasa, he looks brilliant. What a spell. He's bowling for his team. All of a sudden losing the control here. Saudi Arabia in deep trouble. What a catch. It was firmly struck, ball just dipping towards Meet, and a low good catch taken by Meet. So another batter walks back to the hut. This time Zubair Sunasara managing just a single. It's 109 for the loss of 8.
Come on, boys. Come on, boys. Come on, Miti. One more wicket, Miti. One more wicket, Miti. Sharp. Come on, boy. Come on, Miti.
So walks in number 10 Usman Najib. 26 matches, 19 best. The team is in trouble.
लेना या
What a spell by the young lad. The right time to welcome my co-commentator Shoaib Ahmed. What a comeback, Shoaib. After a flying start provided by Faisal Khan, all of a sudden they have lost the plot.
Thank you, Mudassir. Yes, this has been a turnaround and a master turnaround, this one. Meath seems to be injured a bit. He seems in some pain as the physio jogs out. But yes, look at that bowling figures for Meath, Mudassir. 3 wickets for just 4 runs in 3 overs. What a brilliant spell that is.
Oh, indeed. He was called at a time in Saudi Arabia. They were cruising well. So spinners doing a good job. First it was the captain Muhammad Aslam getting rid of Faisal Khan. Then of Mannan. Now they have taken the charge here. Kuwait winning the toss and opting to bowl first. What a comeback. And this man into his final over. Going for just 4 runs and 3 wickets in his kitty. So looks all good for Meath. So getting ready to bowl to Usman. So it's Usman and Zain out there in the middle.
हाँ बेटा बहुत बहुत मीठी है बहुत बहुत
Flatter and quicker from Meath.
ये अच्छा है मीठी
He's bowled really well today. Has ensured that he doesn't give away runs and takes wickets at the same time. Now that is smacked. It's gone all the way onto the roads there. It's not coming back anytime soon, that ball. That is a humongous hit from Usman.
Number 10 batter Usman off the mark in style. Taking on Meath. Trying to bowl a bit quicker. Look at that power generated on the back foot by Usman. The big man getting better off Meath. A much needed maximum for Saudi Arabia. How many more they can add? It's 115 on board. Still 26 illegal deliveries left in this over and they have lost that ball. Gopakumar helping Shuju Sam, the new ball here. In fact, reused balls coming in place. So what went wrong after that flying start provided by Faisal Khan?
I just couldn't build or continue the momentum. And our co-commentator Charvi has done a wonderful job finding the ball there. The treasure hunter, Charvi Bhatt. Well done.
Was within the com box as well as busy getting the ball back into the play.
There you go. Finishes on the stumps this time. Good ball there.
Trying to go big one more time. Just going past that off stump. But what a spell by Meath. 4 overs going for 10 runs and 3 wickets in his kitty. In trouble, Saudi Arabia 115 for the loss of it at the end of over number 16.
इतना अच्छा जा रहा है डालना बिला लेफ्टी है बिला रवि 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 कवर कवर सर लेग सिक्स बच्चा लेग सिक्स साने तेरा फिनिश हुआ साने दैट्स योर लेग स्टॉप कवरिंग तेरा फिनिश हो गया था कमिंग लेफ्ट हैंड ओवर for left hand over how many minutes come on Aslami Yasu
Captain back into the attack. first over got couple of wickets. It's been a brilliant captaincy we have witnessed from Mohammad Aslam. They were on the back foot, but all of a sudden, now they looks in control. Slow in the air, played towards that cow corner. Throughout this innings, sure, we have seen some tactical decisions taken by Mohammad Aslam, which worked nicely in favor of Kuwait, persisting with the spinners and the likes of Adnan and Meet, not disappointing Mohammad Aslam the way they got better off Saudi Arabia batters.
Coming round, diagonal.
Yes, I think it all started with his over, isn't it? That over where he got 2 wickets, got Faisal Khan out of the equation, and then got Abdul Manan as well in the same over. This one sliced towards a deep point. He'll get 2 runs. So that over just changed the momentum of the game, turned the tide in Kuwait's favour.
Come on, boys, come on, boys.
So he's marshalled his troops well. And he's an experienced campaigner. He knows what is expected of him.
Ball.
And that is why he holds that vital
Come on, boy.
position of the skipper of the
Shabash,
side.
अच्छा finish करना है इस्लामी.
And I'm sure the Kuwait management and the coaching staff, they believe in his skills. This one's in the air and will be taken. No, he's dropped it. He has dropped that. Meet Bhavsar, he's generally a very good fielder, but on that occasion, he has grasped one. They'll want to check if it's a boundary or not, Mudassir, but that was a chance that has gone down.
Absolutely, and that too, it was Meet, one of the safest fielders. An easy chance put on at long off. So a couple of runs on offer for Saudi Arabia. Usman survives. Just trying to make sure that he stays inside the boundary, and he just fumbles. And a lucky escape for Usman. I think all is well apart from that catch going down. So I think it will be just a couple of runs for Saudi Arabia, but what matters for Saudi Arabia is Usman still out there in the middle because he was put down by Meet. And Yasin Patel is back into the attack. Captain has some other plans sticking with, but there's a direct hit at the non-striker end, and yet again it was Meet. The fielding has been terrific throughout this game, except that catch put down in the previous over by Meet.
So what do you get?
For that quick single and good pick up and release by Meet.
Okay. Chef.
Every run matters here for these two sides, especially Usman and Zain. They're trying to get some runs for Saudi Arabia. At the end of 5 overs, there were 60. And now, in next 12 overs, they could only manage 60 more runs, and they have lost 8 wickets. Run a ball 10 for Usman, and giving company from the other end, it's Zain. Read the surface quite well, Mohammad Aslam, the way he's utilizing the spinners. Though Yasin Patel gone for plenty of runs in his first spell. Faisal Khan got plenty of runs in that power play. One more time. Is there a chance for Munib? And yet again, one more fielder. This time it was Syed Munib. Yet again, Usman getting a chance and top of that, a maximum for Saudi Arabia.
Yes, some important runs at the fag end of the innings. Yasin continues to be a bit expensive. This was big appeal. Not out, says Shiju Sam, as they take another run. So this is a good over, Mudassir, for Saudi Arabia. 9 runs off it. They've still got one more ball to go. Another boundary here will get them past the 130 mark.
What an knock he's playing for his team, Usman. And this time, Zain shimmy down the track and one bounce, 4 runs. He continues to be expensive in this game. Yasin Patel going for plenty of runs. The end of over number 18. It's 132. Zain getting his first boundary. It's 132 for the loss of 8.
Come on, Islami, आएगा, come on boys, last over है guys, थोड़ा अच्छा finish करना है guys, अच्छा उमर, रवि, come on Islami,
So Aslam will continue, in fact. It was cut hard. So couple of runs. Every run matters in this game. With those huge maximums and couple of catches put down by the fielders, now the pendulum slightly shifting in favor of batting side.
Yeah, the momentum is definitely shifting a bit with these big hits coming at the fag end of the innings. That too from the number 7 and number 8 were coming out to bat for the 8th wicket partnership. The number 9 and 10 who've come out to bat. These two have scored some important runs for their side. Zainul Abidin, he's on 6. Usman on 19. Now down on one knee and launches that, but he's not middled it too well and will be taken. Aslam gets his 3rd wicket, and yet again, when Kuwait wanted a wicket, it's the captain who has delivered it for their side.
Targeting that longer part of the boundary towards that cow corner. What a day he is having with the ball. Slow in the air. The length has been key throughout this spell for Aslam, and a good catch taken by the fielder in the deep. The partnership comes to an end. Zain, 9th wicket falling for Saudi Arabia, adding run ball 6. It's 135 for the loss of 9.
come on Islami, Munib bhai, pak lente, macha fast macha, left hand, come on Islami.
The last man walks in for Saudi Arabia. The crucial runs were added by Zain and Usman for the 9th wicket. Hit straight over the bowler of the mark, Ishtiaq.
Come on boy.
All of a sudden, there is some purchase on offer for the spinners in this second game. The likes of Adnan, Meet, now Aslam among the wickets. Still opting to go with the spinners, and the partnership, which was looking good, thanks to Muhammad Aslam. He got rid of Zain. Connects in the air, is a chance for the fielder in the deep. The wicket number 4 for Muhammad Aslam. And Saudi Arabia, they bundle out in 19 overs. Last man, Usman, who was looking good, got couple of maximums. So all they could manage is 136.
Yes, I'm sure Saudi Arabia will be disappointed with that effort. They had 10 more, rather 6 more deliveries to go. Usman trying to go big, trying to get that big six on the last ball of the over, doesn't get the distance, and Omar completes the catch. So Saudi Arabia have lost all their 10 wickets, and they could only manage 136 on the board. Kuwait will definitely feel that they've done a good job in restricting Saudi Arabia to 136.
Dejected Usman because there was one more over left in this innings of Saudi Arabia. They were asked to post a total. They were off to a flying start. Wahid managing 28 of 26, but bulk of the runs coming from the blade of the hard hitter Faisal Khan, managing quick 49 of 18 deliveries. Once he was back in the hut, then they had their own problems. The middle order was a big time collapse. And thanks to Usman managing getting 13 and quick 19 from Usman, getting them to 136, and they were bundled out in just 19 overs and 9 extras, helping the cause of Saudi Arabia.
Good bowling performance from Kuwait. The first two bowlers, the fast bowlers, Shafiq and the spinner Yasin, were a bit expensive in the power play. That was majorly because of the batting brilliance of Faisal Khan. But since Aslam came into bowls, he was just clinical in his approach. Got 4 wickets in his 4 overs, gave away just 22 runs, ably supported by Adnan, who bowled 4 overs and got 2 wickets, and Mead getting 3 wickets to his name as well.
Faisal and Wahid started the proceedings for Saudi Arabia, and they laid that foundation, getting better off Shafiq in his very first over, and Yasin Patel was sent out of the park a couple of times by Faisal Khan. He had some other plans, taking on the bowlers of Kuwait, especially against Shafiq. The likes of Yasin Patel gone for plenty of runs. Then came in the captain, the rescue ranger for Kuwait, getting better off Faisal Khan first. Then Abdul Mannan, without troubling the scorers, he was back in the hut, and this was the phase where the wickets were going down quickly for Saudi Arabia. There was a mix-up in between the two batters, and Shankar just losing his ground. And Wahid, who got 28 quick runs, he was back in the head. Then Adnan and Meet bowled quite brilliantly. The line has been key for Adnan as well as Meet. He was terrific in the field, taking a good catch of his own bowling. Then Zain was held in the deep, and this was the last wicket of Usman. He was caught in the deep by Umar, and in the process, Aslam managing 4 wickets in his kitty. All Saudi Arabia, they could manage just 136. We'll dive into short break. Once we are back, Kuwait need 137 in their allotted 20 overs. of just 18, couple of fours and six maximum. He was ruthless in the power play. It was a blistering knock we have witnessed early in this game from Faisal Khan, the hard hitter of Saudi Arabia, getting a couple of boundaries and six maximum. What a ruthless knock we have witnessed from Faisal Khan, taking on the fast bowlers, and even the likes of Yasin Patel going for plenty of runs. He looks quite comfortable out there in the middle. And not only against the fast bowler, against Yasin Patel, he came hard taking the spinner.
Welcome back. This is the T20 Gulf Cricket Championship, match number 2 between Saudi Arabia and Kuwait. What a turnout of events. We had a fiery start between Wahid and Faisal up front for Saudi Arabia as they did come into bat. And then it was just a rampage of wickets thanks to some absolute fabulous bowling between Adnan and Meet. And then finishing off with Aslam. Joining me in the combox is my co-commentator Harman. Harman, good evening.
Very good evening and thank you so much. Yes, a turn event done by Kuwait. And the bowling cut, just the 2 overs for Shafiq, none for 26. Yasin was a little expensive, I would say. None for 39 is 3. There was Aslam, 4 wickets. 2 on that first over of his. Munib, 2 overs, none for 14. Adnan, 2 for 20 in his 4. And Meet Bhavsar, just 10 runs given and 3 wickets. That is where all that change came in. Apart from that partnership of bowling, I would say, the partnership of the batting was Faisal Khan all the way alongside Wahid, but then these bowlers came in with a different plan. And they've put them towards a modest total of 136. And time for the run chase now.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting contest, this. And as we do know this, that Harman, these two sides, they've got a long-standing rivalry, both Kuwait and Saudi Arabia. So there's a lot here for both the teams to play for, as they will be looking to make a major mark here. So for Kuwait, we've got Ravija and Clinto out there in the center. So Ravija and Clinto to kick off the batting for Kuwait. And for the bowling, we will have Ishtiaq Ahmed. They do have a good bowling lineup, Saudi. So Sundaran Silva for Kuwait. 74 matches, 2,000 runs. Look at that strike rate of 150. He's got a best of 100. He's got 1200s, 1250s. The guy's an absolute champion for his side. And then we've got Clinto. 28 matches, 500 runs for him. Best of 75. He's got a strike rate of 150 almost too. So some very good strike rates that we got to see.
And the man in the frame, who's got the new ball in hand, Ishtiaq Ahmed. He's got a very replicative action to Jamie Anderson. 35 games for him. Economy of 6.77, 41 wickets in total. And the rivalry, 6 games between the two teams, and it's tied up at 3-3. Today will make one team at the top of them.
Well, let's see, is it going to be the men in green or the men in orange and blue that will take it through? So the very first delivery now, courtesy Ishtiaq. And starts off with the ball drifting down the leg, and this one's been flicked away off the pads. They get off the mark straight away with the single.
No time wasted by Ravija to put runs on the board, flicking that away towards the leg side. He's got to be a very dangerous looking batter, and if he gets on with that good touch, this is something that Kuwait will be really looking forward to alongside Clinto. Both very attacking batters. And well, the first game is where you want to put all the marks, you want to put all the highlights on and tell the other teams that we are here for the win.
100%. It's always about that first game you play. You always want to finish it off with a win. That's nicely done. Good timing on that one. Playing to the merit of the ball once again. And it's not about the fiery starts and the maximums or the fours that you get in the first 2 overs, but it's also about, did you get the singles? Did you rotate the strike? With the target of 137, there's a lot of work to be done.
Chavi, I feel that very important in this format are the singles and doubles, as you mentioned. Dot deliveries are something that will create pressure on you, and these two batters have to play according to that.
Once again, not a bad delivery, that drifting down the leg side. A bit of a half-hearted shout. So Ishtiaq is just getting that ball to angle into the right-hander. He's moving the ball in. Probably just not been able to get the line, given as leg buys by the umpire.
See, there was some hint of swing sliding down the leg. So not much of an appeal either from the team. 3 runs on the board, first 3 deliveries. Not a bad start. Chasing 137.
Yeah, not bad at all. They have a slip in place. Now bowls that delivery that was going to move away. But will be given a wide by the umpire.
Getting swing both the ways. Swinging it in, swinging it out. His overs are going to be very crucial for Saudi. And that's the dugout. The head coach Qasim Ali alongside the assistant coach Kashif, who's been also the former captain of Kuwait national team. Bilal, Umar Abdullah. Adnan Idris padded up as well.
Yeah, that's a great shot. Nice shot that in the slot. Picked it up, stood tall and delivered straight down the ground, and will be the first boundary for Kuwait.
Yeah, that's Clinto Anto with the first boundary for Kuwait in the T20 Gulf Cricket Championship. A little too full this time and being worked away. Not the best length on offer to a batter like Clinto. Both mid-on and mid-off in circle.
Over turning out to be a bit expensive. 7-8 runs coming off it already. Also that one extra that was bowled. Now once again, back of the length, banged it in, hit the deck hard, and as it rose up, Clinto climbed up on top of it, and it's gone all the way over mid-wicket, and it will be a maximum.
Well, that was absolutely crunched. Again, bangs it short, and Clinto gives it the treatment. A half a dozen, Chavi. What a good start. And look at that position. Works it away beautifully. And he'll be happy after that. First the 4 and then the 6.
The timing on that one completely creamed it over mid-wicket. 8 for no loss. 14 for no loss, I beg your pardon. So Ishtiaq once again. So slightly slower through the air, but this one's going to go away for a while. So then there's a nice little breeze that's blowing across the ground too now. Early into the evenings.
And that's the reason why they decided to bowl first. They know that the deck gets even better to bat on. And you can see the UAE national flag. And that breeze, as you mentioned, blowing pretty nicely. 15 on the board in the first 5 deliveries. What a good start.
Exceptional this has been from Kuwait. Once again, just playing that off cutter, but we'll just lead on to it. Again, it's all about the timing game. The ball is running away, but done well by the fielder in the deep. We'll get a couple of runs added to the total. So it's been a very, very strong start here from Kuwait to end the over. So 1 over gone, 17 for no loss. They are in the chase of 137.
That's your middle. Covering. Bowling right arm over. Right. Select.
So Usman Najib from the opposite end to come in for Saudi Arabia. 26 matches for him, averages at about 17.85. He's got 40 wickets in his T20 career, economy of 7.88. If he's going to be able to create some early upsets. It's not a bad total on board, Herman, for Saudi to put up after the way they were struggling in the middle overs. Did well to put up 137. But Kuwait, they have their chips up.
Surely they do. Usman comes in. Avija pulls it away, just away from the fielder. That short fine leg will be a single. But also, Chavi, I would say that if you had seen the first 6 overs, or first 4 overs, Saudi were cruising with Faisal Khan, and then after that, that havoc created by the bowlers of Kuwait, they'll also be disappointed that after having such a good start, they only managed to put up 136 on the board. With the way Faisal Khan was going, it looked like they would put up a very big total.
Yeah, projections were looking well above. We're bringing you all the live action from the ICC Academy in Dubai. Once again, does get the top edge and behind the wicket keeper. One safe area in front of the wicket, one right behind, one bounce over the fence, going to be another boundary.
Make use of the power play. That's what Clinto does. Not the most conventional shot, but they won't mind. Runs are runs, no matter how they come in. And over that keeper, as you mentioned, a safe area. But they've also got a third in position with Zubair there in the deep. After that shot, they know that these bouncers might carry towards the fielder in the deep.
Yeah, they didn't have a third, deep third earlier. 22 for no loss. So already 5 runs in the 2 deliveries that have been bowled in this over. Once again, short delivery. This has been played over. And like you were mentioning, Harman, this one over mid-off has gone, or mid-on, I beg your pardon, this time round has gone a long, long way. And beyond the grounds, it's a maximum.
Clinto Anto with the act. What a shot. Taking on the bowlers. Usman Najib again testing him with that a little back of lane delivery. And with the way he's been eyeing the ball, Clinto looks in some fine touch. Kuwait is off to a cruising start. Looks like a replay of what we had in the first innings in terms of power play. It was Faisal Khan for Saudi. It's Clinto Anto for Kuwait. He's on 23 from 6. What a start.
Oh, it's fabulous. It's very, very good cricket from Kuwait. They aren't taking anything light and easy. If they've got the ball to hit, they're going after it. And look at that strike rate for Clinto. 23 of 6. So over 200. Nicely done once again. This one's gone a long way. And will go, I think it's just been, won't trickle away. They will get a couple. But like we've been saying, make the best use of the fielding restrictions. So 30 up already.
This time again was trying to heave that over the covers region. Got the height but not the distance. A couple of runs. 13 of the over so far. Usman into his first over and under pressure as well. It's been a good start.
Over number 2. Bangs this one in short. Takes him a little bit by surprise. Very good comeback delivery from Usman. Bangs it in short. The ball will stay slightly low and just pitching it into the right-hander.
Yeah, that was a perfume delivery. Giving him that shock. Probably a wake-up call. He was surprised with that bounce. That extra bounce has been there. We saw that in the first game as well. And as the day progresses, the wicket has been getting better and better to bat upon. Clinto 25 from 8. Ravija 2 on 3.
And one more delivery remaining. It's been an expensive over this. 13 runs have come from it. 137 needed for Kuwait to go 1 up in this tournament. And to have that very, very strong start. This one's been placed up in the air and chipped over. Safe area. Over mid-off. He wouldn't mind that. We'll pick up a single.
For a second he would have had his heart in the mouth. 2 overs done. 31 without a loss.
So new bowler, Usman Khalid, 23 matches for him. Economy of 5.3. 2 4-wicket hauls and 18 wickets in his T20 career.
It's an interesting move. The fast bowlers have been taken on for a toil. So bring in a left-arm spinner.
Now just a little bit of an inside edge, gets the drift in. He will pick up a single. So I just feel here, Harman, that It's going to be the game of the spinners. We saw them doing it in the first innings and second as well, because there is a lot of drift off that dry, the live dry grass. It's a bit of a green top, and spinners, they always fancy a surface like this to bowl. Once again, back of the length. Will be a dot ball.
And that's what Clinto was telling Ravija in the previous delivery, that the ball is coming in, so be a little careful against a spinner who might entice you to go for the big shot. Usman Najib.
Once again, good delivery. Just, it's all about that skill with the spinners. If you know that the batter is using their feet and coming towards you, which means they're doing well. But if you've pushed the batter back into the crease, which means you're dominating, you're trying to create a little bit of a pressure. Stepping down the track this time, it's chipped over. And there's no stopping that one. Couple of bounces into the fence. It's going to be another boundary.
And Ravija joins the party. Steps down. Shows the approach against the spinner. As you mentioned, he was on the back foot, couple of deliveries. This time decides to take on the bowler. And with the fielders inside the circle, that was absolutely creamed away. One bounce into the fence to the advertisement board of the T20, the principal sponsors of the Gulf Cricket Championship. 32 without a loss in 2.4 overs, I beg your pardon.
And once again, ball just coming in. And I was just a ball ago going to say this has been a slightly tidier over, and there we go, there was a boundary that was hit, so I think I had to pull my words back. 36 for no loss. Another 101 runs required. Once again, stepping down the track, will get it past the fielder and through the fence. Another boundary.
Well, a boundary to finish off the over. 2 fours off it, 9 coming off it totally. After 3 overs, it's 40 without a loss.
Current run rate 13.33. Required is just down at 5.7. And it's going to be Zain Ul Abidin. Zain Ul Abidin to start off the proceedings from the other end. 35 matches, 32 wickets in the career. Economy again of 5.97. Can they spice things up a little bit here? Saudi are desperate for a wicket.
Well, only a wicket can bring them back into the contest, like that happened in the first innings for Kuwait.
40 for 3. Oh, there was a chance. Past the fielder at backward square leg. The ball is racing away, but I don't think it's got enough on it. And they will get 3 runs.
Well, Chabi, was there a chance and a half, I feel? The fielder could have done better to grab onto this. Such opportunities don't come in easy. Oh, he could have taken that. Not the best piece of work in the outfield, I beg your pardon. Kuwait won't mind that triple on the cut.
Just didn't get there in time. Also, it's the awkward direction that you're running. So often in that angle, when you're running the other side and you're trying to stop the ball or even catch it in the other position, there are just a few times when you'd be able to get there. It's a fabulous partnership this between these two. Chips this one over. There was a chance. Did go up with one hand, but just could not hold on to it.
Manan dropping a sitter. That should have been taken. Ravija could have been walking back to the dugout. Zainul Abidin tossing it up. Just trying for that one hand take. Should have put both the hands, I feel. Manan.
44 for no loss. Back of the length once again. So it's not only about the wickets that Saudi need to desperately pick up, but also to kind of put some brakes on this run flow that is rampaging the innings at the moment. Short ball once again. And he will get behind it, Clinto. 30 for 12 for him.
He's been looking in good touch. Good signs for Kuwait. When you get a batter in good touch right from the word go. Moves to 31 from 13. Ravija playing that anchor's role to start off things. Not a very big total. The kind of start you've got, you'll always fancy your chances to win this pretty early.
45 for no loss. And there was a chance once again at mid-wicket. That's another catch dropped. 2 in and over. And it was Usman, was going straight to him. And that will be at the end of the over. 4 overs gone. It's 46 for no loss.
Another over for Usman Khalid. Went away for 9 in his first over. Ravija on strike. 46 on the board. It's been a very good, healthy start.
It has been by Kuwait. They've really done well when it comes to the run rate. Chipping it over. And this will go all the way beyond for another maximum. What a fabulously hit shot that is to Ravija.
Beautiful use of the feet. And 50 up in style for Kuwait with that maximum in 4.1 overs. Let's have a look at the replay. Dancing down beautifully. Opening the full face of the bat. And a half a dozen. Such a good timer of the cricket ball. And once he gets going, the going gets better.
There's one thing timing the shot. There's one thing powering the shot. And there's a completely different metaverse in powering and timing the shot. That was an exceptional example of time and power in a single shot hit by Ravija. He's moved on to 18 of 12. And the 50 comes up with that maximum for Kuwait. Another tossed up delivery this time. Looking once again, did dance down the track, but gets a little bit of an inside edge. I think just got a tad bit late on it.
He's also got a smile on his face. He's in a hurry to go for the big shot. He was looking for that big heave. Didn't really time it onto his own leg, I feel.
You know, like we mentioned, Harman earlier, the top 2 teams on the side will play the final. So you not only need to be there with the points, but you also want to be ahead of that run rate. And at the way that Kuwait are going right now, if they get the 2 points, 100% they're going to be on top of the table in the finish of the match today.
It's always a good way to start off with a fancy win.
Another toss up, looking to sweep, slips through, made it look a little too easy, Clinto. And I think it's been given as a dot ball.
Yeah, he was searching for the wide delivery. Let's have a look at the replay. Well, I feel it was a fair delivery because he had moved across. So good decision by the on-field umpire, Mr. Saju.
Once again, drifting down the leg side. That previous delivery where he slipped, the ball just getting pushed and rolled over by the bat as well.
54 without a loss. Mr. Shiju. I beg your pardon.
$19 for 14, Ravija. Another tossed up delivery. Nicely done. So 8 runs coming off it. End of the 5th over. It's 54 for no loss. And we'll have changes in the voices that will come through you in the com box. It is going to be Rashid and Mudassir.
Bye, Miti bye. Shaba, Miti bye.
Well, thank you, Chavi. 5 overs completed. It's 54 for no loss, and we start off with the boundary. That's a good-looking shot by Ravija off the back foot, making sure that he clears the field and welcomes Mudassir Ali into the com box. Good afternoon, Mudassir Ali.
Good afternoon, Rashid, and what a start these two are providing to Kuwait. It wasn't a bad delivery, but just moving down the leg, making room, and goes over the cover fielder. So starts the over with a 4, chasing 137. They are 58 for no loss, and things not looking good for Saudi Arabia. Process to take the catch. The captain injured himself, Wajul Hassan.
58 for no loss. Yeah, that was a good-looking shot, and Waji trying to reach for that ball. I think got a finger to that. And Clinto at the other end, 36, just 16 deliveries. That's the replay once again. Khalid did that delivery. That was the previous over. Down the leg side. Wasn't called as a wide. That was a good decision by Shiju, the umpire. Target of 137 runs for Kuwait, and they've started off really well. Well, I said they've gotten 58 runs in just 5.1 overs, and they haven't lost a wicket. That's the key there.
Both the batters came out with a positive approach, and this is how you go and get that 137. The battery down deep, and good start provided by Clinto and Ravija. Not only that, they were dropped couple of times in the previous over. The fielding has been below standard, especially the catching by Saudi fielders.
Comes down the track and hits it in the air. This time they pick up a catch as on cue. Their first wicket falls for Kuwait.
No mistake this time by the fielder at the mid-off. The man who was looking dangerous, Clinto, trying to go over that mid-off fielder. Excellent piece of bowling, just pulling his length back. So some relief for Saudi Arabia as they have got better of Clinto. Change of variation nicely done, and a good catch taken by Manan at mid-off to get rid of Clinto. The first wicket going down, 58 on board.
Clinto gone after scoring 36 of 17 deliveries, 3 boundaries and 2 maximums in that innings. First wicket down on 58 for Kuwait. New batter in, Meet Bhavsar, 60 matches, very experienced. 1,366 runs for him, average just under 30, best of 89, and a very healthy strike rate of over 130. So he's going to be coming in at number 3, a very vital position. They've gotten the start that they were looking for Kuwait. It's just up to these batters now to make sure that the foundation that was laid by Clinto and Ravija, who's still out there, is continued here by Meet. Keeps picking up singles, keep rotating strike, and they will be over the line very easily.
Wanted to cut. In the first innings, we have seen the 6th over from the captain, getting rid of Faisal Khan, and the story remains the same in the second inning as well. The left-arm orthodox getting better of Clinto. Change of variation. But now, all of a sudden, they are looking sharp in the field. The bowlers pulling those tight line and length.
Yeah, we saw after in the first innings as well. Now that we're making the comparison, after the fall of Faisal Khan, Kuwait made a very good comeback. They didn't allow the batters to settle down. That was a streaky way to get off the mark, but Meet wouldn't mind. He'll get a couple of runs. Was out through the outside edge, away from the fielder and slip. So yeah, Kuwait did make a very good comeback with the ball in hand after picking up the wicket of Faisal. They restricted the runs from being taken. They kept on taking wickets at regular intervals, and that is exactly what Saudi Arabia needs to do with the ball in hand now. They need to make sure they don't let a partnership flourish, keep picking up wickets, and keep putting pressure. And also, they'll need to make sure that they pick up their catches. That will be very important. Good over this one. A wicket coming in that, the first wicket to fall of Kuwait. 6 completed. Power play done and dusted. 61 for 1.
So the signal coming in from Shiju Sam that is the end of the power play, and they started off really well. Ravija and Clinto going after the bowlers, taking full advantage of the power play, chasing 137. They're off to a blistering start. The bowlers trying out their best but not getting the help of the fielders, and full advantage taken by Clinto going after the bowlers, and couple of chances were put down in this innings. He looks in complete control, Rashid.
Yeah, they played some very good shots, magnificent hitting. And like you mentioned earlier, they didn't get bogged down. They played their shots. One too many. That was the first wicket to fall. The only wicket to fall in the power play. Otherwise, I think Kuwait have been in complete control of the power play. That certainly belongs to Kuwait. 61 for 1 after 6 chasing 137. So the foundation has been laid pretty nicely by the opening pair. Ravija is still out there on 19 or 15. Meet the new man, 3 or 4 for him. Required run rate under 6. Oh, that's gone up in the air. That's not a good shot. That should be taken. Fielder settles and fumbles but takes it. Second wicket here for Saudi Arabia.
They're trying to make a comeback in this game. After going for plenty of runs, all of a sudden, couple of wickets going down. The man, the backbone of Kuwait, Meet Bhavsar. He was in awkward position, wanted to pull that extra bounce and extra pace, not helping the cause of Meet, and a fumble, but recovers well in time. So wicket number 2 goes down for Kuwait. Meet Bhavsar adding just 3 runs, 61 for the loss of 2.
New man in, Usman Ghani Ibrahim Ahmed Adam Bapu Patel. That's his full name. And coming in at number 4 here for Kuwait. Very talented. He holds the batting order together, Mudassir.
A very talented batter out there in the middle, and good job done by co-commentator. 10 out of 10 for Rashid. The good news for Saudi Arabia, they're trying to make a comeback, fighting hard. The change nicely working in favor of Saudi Arabia. Usman going for plenty of runs, but what a comeback, getting better of Meet. They slip in position. The movement and getting some extra bounce from the surface. He was in an awkward position, but he's in pain.
Yeah, looks like he's injured himself. That one off his elbow. And that's always very difficult for a batter. Well, that's our associate sponsor, 7 Districts. Big shout out going to 7 Districts for sponsoring this event. And well, it's with the help of these kind of sponsors that we bring out live production for you. And a big shout out going to our production crew as well. Everybody involved behind the scenes, the cameramen, the producers, directors, helping us getting all this live action right through to your screens.
Well, rightly said. Day one of this tournament, and a good job has been done by the crew as well as the commentary team. Not to forget the umpires. They are having a good fun out there in the middle, and the players enjoying here in Dubai. The weather has been excellent throughout the day.
Yeah, the weather has been amazing. It's been very kind. There's a bit of chill as well. Brilliant conditions for cricket. And well, the ICC Academy is always a wonderful place to play cricket. And to call out the game as well. Excellent facilities, the grounds, the lush green outfield. Beautiful facilities. It's such a good ground to be playing in. And I'm sure the players are really enjoying themselves. Look at that lush green outfield. Magnificent facilities. Enjoying ourselves. Mudassir is definitely enjoying himself. Loves to call the game here at the ICC Academy. Meanwhile, back to live action. Oh, another good delivery, extra bit of bounce. Usman has been bowling really well. Ravija has been the man who's been there since the start of the innings. So now he needs to make sure that he plays that anchor role and stays till the end.
This is what happens. A couple of wickets going down on all of a sudden. The energy level going up. They're buzzing the fielders inside the 30-yard circle and getting some extra bounce. Edge and going past that diving wicket keeper. Lucky runs. No slip in position. And what matters are 4 runs for Ravija and more runs for Kuwait.
Yeah, you feel for the bowlers. Such a cruel game sometimes for the fast bowlers, especially outside edge, and there's nobody at that first slip position. Nonetheless, that'll be going down as 4 runs for Ravija. Lucky runs, but they all count, don't they, till in the end. Chasing down 137 runs. They've raced on to 66, but they've lost 2 wickets in the process. Now Ravija and Usman Ghanim need to make sure that they form a partnership. Oh, slipped there. I hope he hasn't done too much damage to himself. He's missed completely. Doesn't look too good here for the bowler.
A strong lad. Wrong footed. And things not looking good for Usman and for Saudi Arabia. They have already lost the captain due to that injury in the previous over. Now Usman was looking good in this over, just losing his foot.
Yeah, his back foot didn't land properly. I think he didn't. This will tell us a better picture. Yeah, there you go. Slipped and completely missed there. Just hope that he hasn't done too much damage to himself. That wasn't a very good landing there for Usman. Such a difficult thing for the fast bowlers, Mudassir.
That to keeping in mind, was trying too hard, trying to increase the pace because he got the wicket on the very first ball of this over, creating those problems out there in the middle. Even the likes of Ravija getting the 4, just going past the diving wicket keeper, and now things are not looking good.
There you go, paramedics, beg your pardon, making their way to the middle. Well, I think he's done some damage to himself. Not very good scenes. Saudi Arabia have already lost their captain through an injury, and he's well, Shoaib tells us he's fallen for the second time in similar fashions. Once in Qatar before this, he was injured, Usman, but today I think it doesn't look too good for him. He hasn't been able to get on his feet, so we hope that he gets well soon. It's not too much damage done to himself. Well, meanwhile, let's have a look at those 2 wickets that have fallen so far. They've fallen pretty quickly. That was the first wicket. Good catch taken at mid-off and nothing short at the end from Meet.
It was a poor shot selection from Amit Bhavsa, but in time Abdul Manan recovers. So 2 wickets down, and as of now Usman is down. Things are not looking good here.
Yeah, paramedic still attending to him. Watch the replay once again. Yeah, that's his back foot slipping completely, not getting his foot straight down on the ground. And he's been taken out on a stretcher. That's not very good scenes for any fan, cricket fan. That's the front on vision. Yeah, not very good. We hope that he gets well soon. Our prayers with Usman. A strong lad. He is smiling though. He's a strong man, brave man, Usman. I'm sure he'll get back on his feet very soon.
Look at the strong man carrying strong lad Usman out of the field. So 61 on board. Clinto and Meet back in the hut, but the good news for Kuwait is Ravija Sandrowan still out there in the middle. He has been joined by Usman. So it will be Zubair to finish the over of Usman, who has been taken out of the field. I hope everything be okay for Usman. One of the premier fast bowlers for Saudi Arabia, and a lot depends on him. And this is the day one, the first game for Saudi Arabia. The likes of Captain Wajul Hassan already out of the field due to an injury. Now they are missing the services of Usman, and in comes Zubair to complete this over.
That's been tucked away towards the onside. Usman Ghani gets off the mark as well. 67 for 2 at the moment. Kuwait in a rebuilding position after losing 2 quick wickets. But then, okay, Usman Ghani is on strike now, is yet to get off the mark. Ravija on 24 of 18. He was the man to pick that single. Zubair completing Usman's over. One more delivery to go in this one. Side off stump, nicely played towards the offside. They'll pick up a single and Usman will get off the mark. He'll keep strike for the next over as well. 7 overs completed. Kuwait 68 for 2.
Ready, please. Thank you. Covering middle, center.
So 68 for the loss of 2, 7 overs done, and keep an eye on the required rate. It's 5.31. Thanks to Clinto. He got quick 36 of just 19 balls. Now these two, they need to rebuild the partnership. A slip in position, good attacking setup by the captain. Very watchful. He holds the key. Usman Ghani alongside Ravija.
The coach is out there as well. 69 for 2 at the moment. Required run rate
Bobby boy.
5.30. So the setup has been done quite nicely with the start of the innings by both Ravija and Clinto, who's back in the hut. Ravija still out there on 24 of 18. Slightly shorter length. That's been pulled towards the onside. And that'll be taken. Another one falls. Ravija, that wasn't required. And they lose their third wicket.
Another poor shot selection. He worked really hard. But Zain strikes for the first time. What matters for Saudi Arabia? The back in the hunt. Wickets going down at regular intervals for Kuwait. Clinto, Meath. Now it's time for Ravija to walk back into the hut. A good catch taken by the fielder and a good field setup by the standing captain of Saudi Arabia, Sandrowan, managing 24 of 19, 69 for the loss of 3.
Well, the captain comes into the middle. 81 matches, very experienced, average of 18.86, 962. Slip in place. That's a good move there from the Saudi stand-in captain. We just need to make sure who's captaining when Waji is not in the field. Zen has started well. Good delivery and nicely played in the gap. They pick up a second. Picks up a single. Well, good news. Waji is back on the field. That's the wicket once again. Trying to force a shot. Wasn't all that short. Back to live action. Has been played towards backward point. No chance of a run. So Saudi have done really well. They have put a lid on the scoring. They've been picking up wickets. Ravija, the last man to have been dismissed, back in the hut now. A lot of work to be done by Usman Ghani and Imam Aslam. Both of them need to make sure they forge a partnership. The good thing for them is they know the target. So that will make it easier for them.
Oh, rightly said. This is the advantage they have, though they have lost 3 quick wickets. Now just 66 needed. The likes of Aslam and experienced Usman Ghani out there in the middle. Next couple of overs will be key for both the sides. So a good over. A wicket taking over from Zain. 8 overs done and dusted. 71 for the loss of 3.
Some bowling change, right arm over.
Eight overs completed, 71 for 3. There's going to be a change in the bowling. Field is being moved around as well. Saudi Arabia realize that they have to pick up wickets. Looks like it's going to be Ishtiaq to come in and bowl from the pavilion end. We'll have to make sure that it is him. Yeah, it's Ishtiaq. Oh, starts off with a good delivery. Doesn't allow any width whatsoever.
Usman also going for plenty of runs in his first over. Now captain sensing there's a chance. As there's a movement in the air for the fast bowler, especially from this end, from where Ishtiaq is bowling, and good to see a slip in position That too, it's like a third slip, a waver, trying out too many things, and this is what happens when you're defending a low target. You all you want is to put that pressure, put that extra effort to get rid of the batter, and the process you concede an extra.
Yeah, sometimes you need to be patient as well. If you don't allow the batters to pick up singles or pick up runs, that does put them under pressure and they are forced to produce a shot. Oh, that's a good delivery. Nicely played by Usman. That's a very good shot. Got on top of the bounce really nicely and picks up a single. Well, this is good batting. I think this is what they need to do. They need to make sure that they keep rotating strike. Required run rate is around the 5 runs and over mark, so you don't have to do anything extraordinary.
You cannot afford to lose another wicket at this stage. Next couple of overs, if they can get another 10-15 runs. Excellent running between the wickets. Tap and run. Good communication between Aslam and Usman Ghani. This is what they need. The situation demands for Usman and Aslam to rotate the strike, and they're doing an excellent job.
Yeah, this is very good. They stole a single there. As soon as he tapped that towards the offside, they knew that they had to pick up a single. Like you mentioned, good communication as well. And this is where Saudi Arabia needs to be a little more proactive. Get another fielder in the ring. And the fielders in the ring should just probably come a couple of steps closer to the batter, not allow them to pick up singles. This is nicely played towards the onside this time. Another single. So they're dealing in singles here, and that is all that is needed for Kuwait to get over the line. This is very sensible batting, and that is what is expected of these two batters.
It clearly shows the class and the experience they have, Aslam and Usman Ghani. All of a sudden, shift of gears after that flying start. 3 wickets down. Reading the situation quite well, Aslam and Usman.
Now once again, just clipped it towards the onside for yet another single. Now you can see when we were looking at the field positions, you could see clearly that the fielders were coming from the edge of the circle. The mid-on, mid-off, you'll see in a bit when they get to their marks. And very easy singles available, especially towards the onside. And with Ishtiyaq bringing the ball into the right-hander, it becomes all the more easier for them.
So, some runs in this over. Very watchful, Usman and Aslam. 9 overs done, 76 for the loss of 3.
चलो भाई चलो भाई थैंक यू सर
Well, that's the report card so far with the bat for Kuwait. 24 of 19 for Ravi Jacklin, 36 of 17. They laid the foundation for the others to follow. Meet, well, very unfortunate. Couldn't score many runs, but the two batters out there in the middle, they've been very sensible so far in their approach. The captain Aslam, alongside him Usman Ghani, goes for the sweep shot, and that'll run away towards the boundary. Not in control at all of that shot, but that'll result in a much needed boundary for Kuwait.
Showing his class, captain of Kuwait, Mohammad Aslam. Clever manipulation of the field. There was no fine leg. Clever manipulation of the field by the captain of Kuwait, Mohammad Aslam. There was no fielder stationed at the fine leg. Not trying to hit it hard. Using the pace offered by Zain, and what matters are the 4 runs. It's a small partnership flourishing between these two right-handers at the right time for Kuwait.
Yeah, and they've been very sensible in their approach, Mudassir. They've been picking up singles and also trying to make sure they play in the gap. And these extras are also helping them get closer to that required runs target of 137. Extras is something that Saudi Arabia cannot afford. They don't have a big total on the board. They'll have to make sure that they really make the Kuwait batters work hard for their runs.
It's much better line. Getting the boundary on the very first ball now, he has forced Zain to make a few adjustments in the field, changing his line, and all of a sudden they have removed that first slip.
Yeah, I mean, you're right. Without much fuss, they've gotten 5 runs in the first 2 deliveries. That's the field setup. Just the required 4 field is inside the ring, and very sensibly, Aslam just slips it towards the onside, picks up another single. So this is where Saudi Arabia, as we've been mentioning, the fact that they can get another fielder in the ring to force the batters to go over the top.
Especially if you can get someone at the short mid wicket, stop those singles. Smart piece of batting by these two batters. Just praising, and a loose shot and a poor effort coming from the fielder at a long off. So some runs coming in for Kuwait. This time a boundary from the blade of Usman.
Well, I think first up it wasn't required to hit that shot. Usman Ghani going down the track. He's very lucky that didn't go down the throat of the fielder. Was in the slot, yes, but that is not required. They don't need to take any risk whatsoever. Good effort by the fielder. It was always dropping in front of him. But to add to that insult, it's gone for a boundary by Usman Ghani. It was a 9 of 10. So this over has produced quite a few runs for Kuwait, 10 of them, with a couple more deliveries to go. Add one more run to the total. This is excellent. Kuwait inching closer to victory here, and now they look in control. This partnership looks very settled now.
Low scores are always tricky, and these two are in rebuilding phase. Calculative so far, Aslam and Usman Ghani. They flighted way outside the off stump. He continues to leak the runs, couple of boundaries, couple of wides, couple of singles so far in this over. At the same stage, Saudi Arabia, they were ahead. If we talk about the runs on board, they were 92, but they have lost 3 wickets onto the back foot. Good work done by the fielder at point, saving some runs. So 12 runs from that over of Zain. Looks in control now. Aslam and Usman. 10 overs done and dusted. 88 for the loss of 3, and it's time for a drinks break.
So after 10 overs, 88 for the loss of 3 for Kuwait. And in comes the skipper, Wajiul Hassan for Saudi Arabia. A required rate dropping to 4.90, with Aslam, the skipper. Alongside him is Usman Ghani. And with me in the com box, we've got Shoaib Ahmed. Welcome to the com box, Shoaib.
Thank you, Harman. Wajiul Hassan, the captain. Gentle medium. Starts with the delivery on the pads. And the next 5 overs will set the tone. As of now, the game, I feel, is hanging in the balance. A few wickets for Saudi Arabia and they're back in the game. While Kuwait, if they can play the next 4-5 overs without losing a wicket, they'll get the target.
Yeah, and I think they'll also be looking to finish this game in around 15-16 overs. Their net run rate, very important, as we know this is a round-robin tournament. Top 2 teams will play the finals. That will be in the Dubai International Stadium. And you want to play that.
Yes, a lot at stake. Bragging rights in the Middle East. Team that wins will be crowned as the best team in the Gulf region. 6 teams competing against each other. Oman being the winners of the previous edition. They'll want to continue, but this team and this unit is not going to take anything lightly, especially under the guidance of their coach, Mr. Qasim Ali. He's done a very good job with the side as soon as he's come into the mix. Tell us a bit more about that, Harman.
Yeah, he's been doing some fine work with the Kuwait national team. 86% win ratio for the head coach. And there's Ravija with all smiles. Alongside him is Mead. You see Kashif, the assistant coach for this tour.
Just played that in the gap. Kuwait has had a very successful last year or so. They've qualified for the regional qualifiers for the T20 World Cup for 2026. So they're just one step away in terms of getting into the big league. One win, one tournament win, finish in the top 2 and top 3 rather, and then get into the next round, the finals.
What a moment would that be, Shoaib? Some concerned faces in Saudi. Also, they've got that injury. That's going to hurt them. I really hope he recovers soon. Just the day 1 of the tournament. They need him.
Pulled on the front foot. Mistimed hit. Will land towards mid-on. No chance for any fielder to get that. And a single to end the over. 5 runs off it. 93 for 3. Usman Ghani and Aslam, the 2 batters out there in the middle for Kuwait. As in comes another spinner. Starts off well. Usman Khalid, the left arm spinner.
It's a good start. Trying to attack the stumps. Really well bowled.
A good start to the over. Nicely played by Usman Ghani. He too has been amongst the runs. Arman, I remember he got 100 in the qualifiers in Malaysia.
Yeah, it was a very good knock played by him. He's an experienced campaigner, been with the national squad from a while.
Yeah, originally from Gujarat in India and now playing for Kuwait. Played his initial domestic and first class cricket, if I'm not wrong, played the under 19 age group cricket for Baroda.
This has been a good start.
Try to hit a big one.
A
Mid
dot
wicket
ball
is
and a single.
up. Go for a slope seek. Oh, ho, ho, ho.
Nicely
Another
played on
dot,
the front
another
foot.
dot.
Aslam, he knows how to chase totals. He's got a very calm head on his shoulders.
He's a true blue leader.
Mid wicket.
Very calm, composed, collective with his approach.
Oh,
That's
only
been
one,
played
only
off the
one.
back foot.
Shabash.
Down the carpet for a single. These singles and doubles will also work for Kuwait. It's not a very big target that they've been chasing.
Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Only 3 runs.
42 runs away from victory to start off the ILT20 Gulf Cricket Championship.
No run.
Slower in the air and a single to end the over as well. After 12 overs, Kuwait steady, 96 for 3.
बाहर चला जा उधर से बाहर हो जा उधर से ही Who is the 12th man? Who is the 12th man? No, who is the 12th? That guy, no? No, who's the other guy is the 12th man. थोड़ा सा ले रही
So the captain continues. Catches the call, beats the fielder at point. Very close to that fielder. They will get 2, but for a moment Usman Ghani would have had his heart in his mouth.
There was Faisal Khan. That should have been a catch. Waji really upset with his fielder. It's a little wide from him, but again you want to take those chances. You want wickets. And Waji almost had a wicket there. Couple of runs added for Usman Ghani. There you can see Waji. Shoaib, you want to grab on such opportunities. You need wickets at the moment. Wickets will put Kuwait under pressure.
Oh yes, they need a wicket desperately. They need to break this partnership in to put any kind of pressure on Kuwait. But it has been a sensible knock. That too is a beautiful shot on the back foot, and it will go the distance. It's Faisal Khan again. Was not able to get there in time, and the 100 comes up with that boundary from Usman Ghani.
That was placement. Waiting on that and playing it as late as possible. And gets away for a 4. Faisal not the quickest in the field as it gets away for a boundary. The 4 runs coming in. Usman and Aslam building a very strong partnership. These two batters. Just 35 more run to win from 46.
And sensible batting. Take a single, rotate strike. 35 needed of 46. All they need is to not lose a wicket here.
Talk about that. Sensible batting. 54 of 23 between the two. They've stitched up an excellent partnership.
This is in the air and will be taken. The partnership has been broken. Waji, the captain, strikes as they were looking to get a wicket. The captain gets the captain.
Was the battle, and the captain of Saudi wins it. Fair delivery, no problems. Banged in. Just a little backward length. He's trying to pull that away. Didn't really time it well or position it. And Waji, in his own bowling, takes that catch. Aslam goes back. He's disappointed. 11 from 14 for him. 103 for the loss of 4.
New batter in, Mohammad Umar. 13 matches. Hasn't had a lot to boast about so far, but Harman, you've seen him bat back in Kuwait.
Yeah, he's a powerhouse. Very aggressive. Being sent up the order. And that's how Aslam was dismissed. Got it from the toe end of the bat. And Waji kept his eyes on the ball till the very end and completes it.
Clipped off the pads and takes a single. So tell us a bit more about Umar.
He's a young lad. We'll talk about him in the next over. 13 overs, 104 for the loss of 4.
Bye.
33 needed of 42 balls. A juicy full toss. Umar was not expecting that. He's played that along the ground sensibly for a single. Brings the senior partner Usman Ghani back on strike.
A lot of sensibility and maturity shown by Umar. Had he got that kind of a delivery back in Kuwait, I would have been out of the Sulabia Cricket Park. But as you mentioned, international duties. He crunches that away. That's a very good looking shot. That will go towards the fence for a boundary. Usman looking in some good touch. Continues the good run with the bat.
Cool as a cucumber. But when he is batting, he's got some real serious talent. Look at that. Just beautiful flow of the bat. Places it in the gap, beats the fielder. Everything right about that shot.
Sticking all the boxes, Usman Ghani.
Another full toss. And that's been played along the ground. So he knows the importance of staying there till the end and scoring those winning runs.
It's just the 27 more required of 39. Kuwait looking in a very comfortable position now. With Umar the youngster alongside Usman Ghani.
Bye.
Not too long when Umar also gets started. He'd end the game pretty soon. It's been worked away down the carpet. 2 is the call. And they will walk back for the couple.
Yeah, good running between the wickets. Usman responding to his partner's call. Knew that there is an opportunity for the second run. And he's completed it. 25 needed of 38. That equation is getting a lot easier with every passing over. Game slipping away from the grasp of the Saudi team now. Kuwait in a comfortable position.
Not many runs required to win. 25. It's going to be a cakewalk if they don't lose wickets. Umar hits it back towards the bowler. Will be a dot ball to finish off the over number 14. It's 112 for the loss of 4. With 6 more overs remaining and just the 25 runs required to win for Kuwait.
Well, some good news for Saudi cricket and for Saudi cricket fans as well. Usman Najib is back on his feet, and guess what? He's ready to bowl as well. From the way he was taken out of the field, it looked like it was a serious injury, but it's good news that he's back on his feet.
And starts off well. Starts off well. Yes, went off on a stretcher and is back to bowl. And a good start. That extra bounce that he's been getting. He's a very talented bowler, Usman Najib. And Saudi want him. You can't afford to lose a player like him. Starts the over well.
Yeah, he was really building the pressure on the on the Kuwait batters while he was bowling. Once he was taken out of the field, that's when Kuwait actually got back into the game. So his bowling and his 4 overs are going to be very crucial for Saudi Arabia, not only in this game, but throughout the tournament.
You rightly mentioned. 25 from 34. They need a couple of wickets at the moment. If they want to make a strong comeback, 3 would be even better.
Short ball, wanted to slash at it. Usman misses. And he's been there for 25 deliveries, but even after spending so much time, that is how he got injured. Slipped and tripped.
Not the best landing, Shoaib. I thought that he's down, but surely not out. He's a strong lad. He had a smile on his face while he was being taken away on the stretcher. 112 for the loss of 4.
Bowls the short delivery and it's been called wide by Shiju Sam. So he'll have to bowl that again. But yes, I was just coming back to the point that he's made it difficult for the batters to score runs off him. Even a set batter like Usman Ghani was not able to cut the ball on that previous occasion. Missed it. So that is a testament that he's not easy to score runs off.
He's bowling in the right channels. Incredible bowling from Usman. And this time that extra bounce, that will run away for a 4 towards the third region. Not a bad delivery, but again you needed protection in the deep.
It doesn't come from the middle of the bat, but he'll still get 4 runs for it. One hand off the bat and the ball flies towards the deep third. There was a fielder who was too square and this was played fine by Usman Ghani. So another 20 runs needed for Kuwait to win this one.
The first runs of the over, that boundary. This time he puts it away. There's no fielder in the deep, and even if there was a fielder, that has been sailed away for a half a dozen. Usman Ghani with the reply.
Yeah, just too predictable on that occasion. Bowled a few short deliveries. This time Usman Ghani was waiting for it. Jumps in the air and both his feet were off the ground when he made contact with the ball. Nicely done. He seems to be in some pain. He was hit by the ball and he's injured his elbow, I think. That's where the pain is, and he's still continuing to play, ensuring that he takes Kuwait home. 1, 2, 3 for 4.
And the last delivery of the over will be a dot ball, but has been a good over for Kuwait. After 15, they are 123 for the loss of 4. As you mentioned, 1, 2, 3 for 4. 14 to win from the last 5, and there will be a change in the combox.
Shabash, 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 bye.
Abdul Wahid, 6 wickets, 44 matches, has been brought in with 14 to get of 30. And Usman Ghani, 37 of 29, has played some fabulous shots around the ground. Got a good start in the beginning, Kuwait. And joining me in the combox is Mudassir Ali.
Thank you, Charvi. Just 30 needed of 29 balls. Capitalizing on the good start provided by Ravija and Clinto. A wide has been called in the meantime, but full mark should be given to Usman Ghani. The way he is getting those runs for his team.
Nicely done. He's played this one in the air. We'll get it past Usman. And we'll go one bounce over the fence for 4. But so good to see Usman back on the field. Nicely done. Good strike of the ball. And as they inch closer to victory, Kuwait. Just 8 needed now of 28.
Looks in control throughout this innings. A controlled aggression we have seen from the wicketkeeper batter of Kuwait. Usman Ghani moves to 41. A part-time bowler, Abdul Wahid, leaking runs, but full mark should be given to the team Kuwait. A complete team performance we have witnessed throughout this game.
They've been on top of it all. We remember the Saudi start was so good in the first few overs during that power play. And then it's just been a Kuwait show through and through. 7 needed of 27. And just for the loss of 4. If they can get there, and it's just 6 runs. One big hit away are Kuwait now. It's just not gone the Saudi way. There has been some patches in the game that's belonged to them, but they've just not been able to sustain. It's just been unconventional through and through. Looking for 2, and they will make it back comfortably. So 6 needed of 25. 4 needed of 24. Beg your pardon. There was a little bit of a switch. So end of the 16th, it's 133 for 4. Boundary away. 16 overs gone, 133 for 4. What a fabulous match we've had to witness today between Kuwait and Saudi Arabia. Good delivery once again. Gets that odd bounce. Ishtiaq back into the attack. And a good time to bring your strike bowler back in, Mudassir.
Now just 4 needed, so they can get a couple of wickets and that might help Saudi, keeping in mind it's a long tournament. So net run rate will come into play for sure as the tournament progresses.
It's a slower delivery, that back of the length. And even Kuwait being extremely patient at this stage. It could be this over. It could be the next. Umar on 6 of 10. Usman Ghani 44 of 33. Ishtiaq coming in once again. Wide, gets a bat to it. So we'll bring Usman Ghani on strike now. I think that's what they were looking for, the single. So Usman Ghani can be back on. Hopefully, can he get a maximum to get to his 50?
In the first game, we have seen Mohammad Wasim getting a boundary and finishing the game, and the process getting to his personal milestone of 50. Now there is a good chance for Usman Ghani. He needs to go big here.
Yeah, there we go. Let's see what he's got in store, Ishtiaq. Just gets it off the pad and gets a hand to it, looking for two, and will get them comfortably.
Still there is a chance. They look delighted. A good job has been done by Mohammad Aslam leading the troop quite well. Yasin Patel. And full marks should be given to the head coach Qasim. Did a pretty good job working with these boys.
So scores are leveled. Ishtiaq comes in, and this one has been played by Usman Ghani all the way through. And what a way not only to win but also to get his 50. It's a job well done by Team Kuwait. Gets a standing ovation. And nicely done, getting to 140 for 4 just before the 17th over comes to an end. It's a 50 not out in 35 for Usman Ghani, and it's been a Kuwait show through and through.
What a knock we have witnessed from the wicketkeeper batter of Kuwait, and in the process Kuwait winning this game by 6 wickets in hand, and they're off to a flying start in this tournament. So a couple of points in their kitty, chasing that 137. They chase down the target in style, and it has been the day where batters enjoyed. Here in ICC Cricket Academy, in the first game we have seen a couple of 50s now. Usman Ghani of Kuwait becoming the third batter to score and register a 50. So 2 men doing a job for Kuwait, but plenty of hard work needs to be done by the Saudi bowlers as well as the fielders.
Happy faces for Team Kuwait. And the win ratio between these two teams was leveled, and Kuwait goes 1 up. So of the 7 matches that they have played against each other, Kuwait have won 4 and Saudi would have won 3. So nicely done. As the coach of Team Saudi, should be proud of the efforts that the team did put in the middle. There was a time that even 137 was looking difficult for Team Saudi, but they made sure that they push that through. So congratulations all the way through. Usman Ghani, wicketkeeper batter, with that unbeaten 50. As Kuwait will be on top of the leaderboard. Let's have a look at that batting card. Ravija with the 24 of 19. Clinto, strong start, 36 of 17, setting the base. Meath just couldn't get off 3 or 5 for him. And Usman Ghani, top scoring, 50 of 35. Aslam also chipping in, 11 of 14. And Umar giving good company to Usman Ghani, 7 of 11.
So everyone contributing there with the bat, apart Meath, who missed an opportunity. And talking about the bowling of Saudi Arabia, 7 bowlers were used by the captain, and pick off the bowlers and bowling his quota, going for 28 and couple of wickets to his name, and a wicket each for Usman and Waji. And 9 extras have been conceded, and it has been a tough day for the Saudi Arabia fast bowlers as well as for the spinners. And let's see the highlights of the second innings. The way the Kuwait, they dominated. They dominated the chase here. Full marks should be given to the Clinto and Ravija, the way they started.
Nicely done. We saw some fabulous shots being played. Very controlled, power-packed. The timing was exceptional by both these batters when they gave Kuwait a very, very good start. And it was just the bowlers for Saudi couldn't capitalize, couldn't dominate. They'd pick up 4 wickets, but couldn't go all the way through. This was that wicket that fell, just breaking the momentum a little bit. Then 2 wickets fell back to back for Kuwait. Some chances were taken, and a couple of chances that they just couldn't make through. This one, another one, simple catch taken out there in the deep. They tried to bring some pressure on, but couldn't push it all the way through the end. And this one, another one that was taken by the bowler himself. Kept his eye on the ball, and then Once again, some great shots along the park, along the carpet, a few in the air. I think we saw a good number of sixes in the match this afternoon game. As Kuwait have won by 6 wickets.
A convincing win for Kuwait to start this tournament, and let's see how the match transpired, winning the toss and inviting Saudi Arabia to post a total. They started off really well thanks to Faisal getting quick 49 in just 18 balls and Wahid also chipping in with 28. But once these two were back in the hut, no other batter came in and contributed with the bat. They just managed 136 before they were bundled out in 19 overs. The captain, Muhammad Aslam, was pick of the bowlers, 4 wickets to his name, going for just 22 runs. Meet also among the wickets, 3 wickets to his name. Adnan chipping in with couple of wickets. And when the chase started, it was Clinto and Ravija show.
Another good end to match 2 of day 1. And what we'll do here is we'll take a short break. This is the T20 Gulf Cricket Championship. And post the break, we will be down for the presentation ceremony.
Good evening and welcome. It's time for the post-match presentation for the game played between Kuwait and Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia batting first, got to a flyer of a start, but then it was a brilliant comeback from Kuwait, ensuring that they restrict Saudi Arabia to a target of 137, which we all felt was a below par total. However, there was some fight shown from Saudi Arabia in the initial part of the second innings with some serious pace on offer, but the calmness and the composure shown from the Kuwait batters ensured that they got to that winning momentum and got to those 2 points to the name as well, and getting those 2 points in this tournament. They're up and running, they've got the 2 points, and it's now time for us to talk to the two captains and find out what they have to tell us about this game. First up, we'd like to call the captain of Saudi Arabia, Waji, to come forward. Waji, hard luck today. A few positives in this game, especially the way Faisal started in the first innings.
Yeah, it's a Faisal start very well, but in middle overs we did not collapse. At least we not. I think 15 or 13 run shots.
Yeah, just that initial momentum that you got, you couldn't build it and continue in the first innings with the bat.
Yeah, definitely. Our start is very well, but we shot 25 or 30 runs.
Now, what do you think about your bowling? It was looking good, especially the fast bowlers.
Yeah, it's last few years is brilliant bowling in every game. But inshallah, I hope next match we will come back.
Hard luck today and all the best.
Thank you so much.
Captain of Saudi Arabia, Wajiul Hassan. Now it's time for us to talk to the happier captain of Kuwait, Mohammad Aslam. Aslam, good win, clinical win. Congratulations. Tell us what was your reading of the game, and where do you think things changed for your side?
No, actually, from the power play, especially, we had a good plan before the match. We analyzed the players, but unfortunately, the day come because of the batsman favors. But I felt my fast bowlers bowling right length, but Faisal Khan, he's a good hitter, and he got the nick today. So after that, we come back with our spin attack, and we did our job.
Yeah, so you'll be happy with the kind of performance that your batters put today in the second innings?
Yeah, definitely. Especially Clinton and Ravi, they gave good start and comfortable zone. So after that, rest of all easy to, like a runner ball, and we had to play. So we didn't get the pressure too much because of the great start.
And a quick mention about Usman Ghani and his knock as well.
Yeah, definitely. One time it's getting falling wicket, but he's the anchor role batsman, and he did again his job.
Yes, you've done well with the ball and with the bat as well. You're also the player of the match, so congratulations. You'll be collecting the player of the match memento from our match referee, Mr. Iftikhar Ali. Outstanding bowling performance of 4 overs, 22 runs and 4 wickets for Aslam. He also got 2 wickets in that 1 over, ensuring that the momentum shifts in his favour. Well done today, Aslam. That's the player of the match, Mohammad Aslam, also the captain of Kuwait. Well, that's it that we have for you from the presentation. It's time for us to head back to my colleagues in the Combox.
Thank you, Shoaib, for that presentation ceremony, and congratulations to Mohammad Aslam for winning the player of the match. And what a fabulous start to the tournament we've had today. Tomorrow, we have another double header, so it is a tournament of double headers. Tomorrow's game is the morning game is going to be between Kuwait and Bahrain. That is tomorrow morning, and followed by Qatar versus Oman in day 2. So that is another lineup for you. So thank you very much for all the viewers who've joined in today. We wish you a fabulous evening, a good start to the weekend if you are in the UAE. Until we meet again to you tomorrow, please take very good care of yourselves. It's good night and God bless.